Hi, my name is Elvin Reed. My nickname is Rusty.
And how old are you?
I'm 66 years old.
Do you have any children?
I have two children. The
Names?
oldest is 43 and the youngest is 24.
And their names?
Jason is the older and Nick is the younger.
All right. Do you have a wife?
Yes, I do.
And how
Her
long
name
have you been
is
married for?
Susan. I've been married for 46 years.
Where did you grow up as a kid?
Oh, I moved all over the place. I was born in Pennsylvania, and I moved from Pennsylvania to New York in 1960, 61, and I lived in Ogdensburg, Messina, Niagara Falls, Herkimer. Spent most of my teenage years and adulthood in Schenectady, and I now live in Colony.
What is your occupation?
I'm a retired state police officer. Currently, I'm a monitor for Averill Park High School.
And do you have any hobbies that you like to do?
Hobbies, my hobbies are photography. That's one of my passions. I own a business, photography business. I also am a firearms enthusiast. Handguns, hunting, shooting, fishing, sports. I also like motorcycles. I have 3 motorcycles, 2 Harleys and a Honda, and I love fast cars.
Interesting. How do you view your teen years and your generation versus today's teens and this generation?
My teen years, I had a rotten childhood, a terrible childhood. I was the youngest of 7 kids, and I more or less raised myself. My father was an alcoholic, and I was abused as a child, and I'm a survivor though. Friends, anytime I made any friends, we moved to a different location because of my father's job. So my early childhood wasn't too good.
And today's teens?
God bless them. I don't envy them. I thought I had a tough childhood, but things are really screwed up in this world today.
Yes.
They have a tough road ahead of them. Not sure what the future is for them, but we're living through some difficult times.
And since you work in school, do you see stuff that you don't like to see, or like?
I see a lot of the things that remind me of when I was in high school,
Like,
when I was in school.
Is the fighting different? Language, culture?
Not really. Kids are kids are kids. Kids are the same today that they are yesterday. The language might be a little more vocal, a little more profane, but all in all, it's pretty much the same. Kids are kids. You know, whenever you get a group together, you know, you've got the dynamics of kids from all different cultures.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have clashes. It's just like it is in society today.
Have you faced any issues or physical change in life as you've grown?
Well, yes, many, many, many. I've faced death probably about 13 times in my life. I've been shot, I've been stabbed, I've been run over, I've had my Achilles tendon severed in the service. Yeah, I've had, like I said, I've been close to death probably 13 times in my life, and many experiences.
And
I've had cracked ribs.
Really?
From fights as a policeman arresting people, back problems from being in the service. As a matter of fact, this past Friday, I had a spinal injection in my spine for a steroid because of pain in my back and my legs, but it's all normal. You know, it catches up with you the older you get.
Yeah.
Everything you do when you're younger, cracked ribs, ankle sprains, it shows up the older you get.
Mm-hmm. What are your thoughts on today's politics and President Trump?
My personal opinion is that we needed a change, and President Trump, he's definitely not a politician. I'll just leave it at that.
What are your views on today's generations with marriage and divorce?
I'm a traditionalist. I believe in marriage. I believe in waiting until you find the perfect person that you love. And obviously, I've been married for 46 years, so I found my perfect person. You know, she was my friend and been my friend all my life.
Thoughts on the new age of technology?
Good and bad. I think a lot of the generation today, they're relying on too much technology. What happens when the technology goes down? They're losing a lot of skills, older skills that may be valuable to them one day. What happens when all the computers go down? What happens when you lose power grid? Yeah, like I said, I think they rely too much on modern technology today.
Skills like social skills?
Social skills, I think, have diminished because you see everybody has their fingers on the texting, and I think interaction, communication between people, between students, is being diminished. You know, people don't know how to communicate. Rather than talk on a phone, they text. I think the communication skills are being diminished, you know, and interaction between people.
What is your daily routine?
My daily routine is generally I get up at about 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, take a shower, have a couple of cups of coffee, get in my car, come to work here at Averill Park, get out of here at about 3:45. I go home, I chill out for a while, watch some TV, the news, have supper, maybe get on the computer, maybe do some photography, talk to my son in South Carolina, and then pretty much I'm in bed by probably 8:30, 9 o'clock every day. That's Monday through Friday. On the weekends, it's completely different.
Oh yeah. As you have aged, have you learned anything new?
I learn new things every single day, especially here at Averill Park High School. I tell everybody that it took me 50 years to get back to high school. I've learned a lot of things from interacting with all the students and the kids, learning some things from them that I knew before, and vice versa.
What do you find most fulfilling and least fulfilling about your life, the phase of life you're in right now?
I love the face of my life. You know, I get Social Security. I'm on retirement from the state. I get my pension from the state. Life is good. You know, I have plenty of money. I like my life. I like what I do. I enjoy it. I enjoy my passions, photography. I travel a lot. Life is good.
That's good. And what are your future plans?
My future plans are when my wife decides. My wife's also a teacher. She teaches at Forest Park Elementary School in South Colony. She was going to retire in 2015. I bought a new house in South Carolina, and my plans are when she retires, hopefully next year, that we move to South Carolina. And that's it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.